This is a beautiful Saturday from New York, and today, I'm very excited to share with everyone uh, how Buddha related to micro and macroeconomics. And interesting what Buddha said thousands of years ago, and what's happening right now, um, because it's very important subject and also need a lot of silent mind. We need to go deeper to see the bigger picture and not distracted by the current event. So I think it's before we learn that topic, we should be free from any concern and get to that spot of silent mind that we will have the brightest, the most powerful intuition and ideas that how we're gonna respond to the economic situation of our life and the world in the best way. So let's dive in. Yeah, please get yourself comfortable. We will have inner peace time together. Okay, from this moment, let's enjoy this shower time, this inner peace time together. Just take it easy and simple as we will dive into the inner space that one you allow. It could be very spacious, embracing and shining. And we start easily, no rush, no force, just naturally let it be. Adjust your sitting position to feel comfortable, either on the floor or on the chair or the cushion. Just effortless release. And your right hand on your left hand, if you can, with your right index finger touching the left thumb, and gently close your eyes. Soft, gentle, and simple. So relax. Gently close your eyes and release all concern, all tension, and breathe deeply in and out, in and out, slowly and gently. Every time that you breathe in peace, joy, and happiness. When you breathe out all tension, stress. Breathe it out all. In and out. In and out. Slowly and gently. Breathe in through your nose and breathe out through your nose and mouth. In and out. In and out very gently, very softly. With a deep breathing, you can feel at ease, loosen up, and feel good. Maintain that relaxing energy, comfortable, simple, and relax, and allow that relaxing energy flow all over your body. It's like when you take a shower in the morning in the warm water, cleanse your body, refresh your body, and you feel good, you feel nice. Allow relaxing water wash away all the stress, all concern, tension from the top of your head down to your forehead, your eyebrow, your eyelids, your face, your ears, your neck, down to your shoulder, your arms, your hands, down to the tips of your fingers. Very gentle, very simple. Release, relax, easy, and allow that gentle vibration of peace and love, kindness and compassion wash away all stress, anxiety from your body, your back, chest, abdomen, down to your waist. Very gentle, very simple, and relax. Allow this gentle touch of peace and kindness flowing down to your buttock, upper legs, lower legs, down to the tips of your toe, slowly and gently. Release, relax in a gentle way, in a subtle way, till you feel your whole body, every single cell, every single part in your body is completely loose, gentle, and relaxed. It seems like your body is melting away, crystallized body that the wind can pass through, light and gentle, and start to melt away to the surrounding. Imagine yourself sitting on the top of the mountain with the sunrise in the morning. Anywhere you feel good in the nature. No wall, no ceiling, no window, just open sky, green mountain, and the river flow with a singing bird, with a waterfall, refreshing energy. Embrace peace, embrace love amidst the beauty of the nature. Allow your heart and soul to open up, to embrace Mother Earth, to feel her kindness, and becoming one with the nature. Feel free, feel limitless, spacious, expanding with a gentle feeling. You can gently connecting gently to your center of the body. It's around 2 finger width above your navel at the middle spot. Gently settle down, very soft, like a feathers of the bird floating down from the sky to touch the surface of water. Very gentle, touching, and you feel the ripples of peace, the ripples of love spreading out from your center. And just surrender. Just let it be. Let the pure nature, Buddha nature inside you, guiding the way. Easy and simple. If you can maintain stillness and observing no matter what rises up with neutral mind, you can observe any sensation, any image and sound, neutrally, enjoying your time on the mountain and observe all that passing thought like a bird in the sky. Let them fly away. But if anyone that your mind jumping a lot, or you feel more settled with something bright, pop up the sun, the moon, or the star inside your stomach, shining and gentle. Just a feeling like you swallow that bright image into your stomach with the sounds of the mantra rise from the bright image. Samma Arahang, Samma Arahang, Samma Arahang. Let the sounds of the mantra flow like a river to keep you calm, cool, and gentle. Samma Arahang, Samma Arahang, Samma Arahang. Enjoy the good feeling. Enjoy the nice feeling. The stillness with gentleness and feel the good energy from our inner peace friend from around the world right now, from America, from Latin America, from Europe, and even from Thailand right now, that we are connecting with peace and love, with wisdom and compassion, harmony, kindness, and feel the good vibration reaching out and connecting, feeling good. Enjoy this good feeling of peace and love within yourself and among our friends from around the world. Please continue meditating in silence for a moment. Samma Arahang Samma Arahang Samma Arahang. Still remain calm, peaceful and gentle inside yourself. During the moment of silence, if you feel some peace, some love shining from a silent mind, allow that pure energy shine to cover your body and expand to touch your family members. Expand to touch everyone in your countries and touch everyone in the whole world with calm and gentleness, peacefully, and feel peace and love for all humanity. Gentle and simple, that this pure state of consciousness be with you throughout the day until you go to bed tonight. Sappatthānuphāvena, sappatthāmmānuphāvena, sappasaṅkhānuphāvena, sattā soti bhavantu te. And slowly and gently open your eyes. Still remain calm and gentle inside yourself. Okay. Hello everyone, welcome back. Okay, hope you have a good relaxing time and now you are happily focused, okay, because we're going to dive in interesting topic today. I'm excited to share with you, and thank to first to Professor Zach, who inspired me to look into this, economic things when we have a seminar at Columbia University more than a years ago. And also to Brett, our friend who joined us today, that he gave me deep understanding about money. And to Vera, last week she touched on individual transformation and social change, which inspired me to get out from my comfort zone and dig deeper into the wider knowledge in different aspects. I spent the whole day yesterday and it's quite intriguing to see how this money thing start. It started before the Buddha time. we with this quite some time. I share with you. Okay, can you see the screen clearly? Can you put thumbs up? Okay, nice. Let's dive in, and today I hope to have some moment at the end, because this is kind of a new topic for me also, that how we can link this to not just personal development, but policy level. And that's what we want to see changes, not only in America, but around the world, that greed and delusion have been controlling too much. And we really hurting our Mother Earth in many ways. So they dive in, and we have some economic professor in the room also, so we can discuss later. So today I hope to cover these 5 areas. The first one, the origins of money. How come money? And money in the Buddha view. Money is bad or not in the Buddha view, or it's just neutral? Buddha and microeconomics, and Buddha and macroeconomics, and Buddhas and debt creation, Yeah, I think this topic very relevant right now, especially in America. Another 3 trillion, right, to add in, and that put the national debt even higher. Before jumping into those topics, I have some funny exercise for you to understand the money more. Data statistics of world religion, world religion population. I just Googled yesterday from Wikipedia, just update 2020, that in 6-7 billion around the world right now, Christianity have 2.3 billion, right? Islam 1.9, and interesting one, number 3 is secular, agnostic, or atheist. That's 1.1 billion, quite a big number. And then Hinduism 1.1, Buddhism 506 million. Chinese traditional religion like a Taoism, Confucianism 394, Sikhism 23, and Judaism 14. I have this question for you. In practice, do you think which religion is the most popular religion now in the world? In practice, like practice following those teaching. You can have answers in your mind, okay? And this is my insight. The most popular one is this religion. Do you agree? Yeah, very popular. Materialism. Oh, do you want to meditate? Yeah, it's good, but I'm busy. Busy to do what? Make money, right? So they put money first. They put kindness, compassion, oh, later. And I'm busy. Yeah, I saw that all the time. And this religion had a very powerful God named money. In the name of money, do anything. Yeah, for the growth, for the GDP. How about life? How about kindness and equality? Those things. I love this quote very much. My Russian friend sent to me, but she lives in England. People and things. People were created to be loved. Things were created to be used. The reason why the world is in chaos is because things are being loved and people are being used. Do you agree? Yeah. And you can put people and money and power. Yeah, you can change things to money and power to matching our topic, that money and power are being loved and people are being used, right? For that money and power thing. So how this powerful God named money come to the world? All this information you can find Google, Wikipedia, and it's quite interesting. And I cannot take everything today. It's quite complex. That now we're going to move to the digital currency already, and it's been around. So the barter system without the exchange medium more than 100,000 years ago, that you have rice and you exchange for all other things like olive oil or exchange barter system. And then shell money from shell, from the sea. It's around 3000 BC before Christ in Mesopotamia. The current is Iraq and Syria area. Buddha is around 500 BC, Buddha. So this is before Buddha, 3000 BC. They start to invent the exchange medium for what we call money. And then the coin money, also before Buddha time, 650 to 600 BC in the place called Lydia in those days. Now it's Turkey. And the paper money, the first version in the Wikipedia said is around 960 AD. This is after Christ in China. Yeah, interesting. So we come to the second topic, money in Buddha view. Is money a key element to fulfillment in life in Buddha view? And the second question, is money a bad thing in Buddha view? For the first question, I think you can answer that clearly. No, right? Is money a key element? Yeah, it's a part of it, but it's not on the front of fulfillment in life. Why? Buddha, he walked away from it. If is the best thing, and he's not foolish, he's an intelligent man. He the prince, and he have a lot of knowledge and capacity. Yeah, and he walked away from it. He even lived like in poverty to find something more meaningful. So for sure, money is not number one in making a good life. It's a part of it. But right now in the culture, put money first. We read news about billionaire, about famous people all the time. We didn't read too much. People who are kind, who are loving, yeah, they didn't take the media too much. Sometimes they're just quiet doing unsung hero around the world, but we didn't hear that too much. We need to see how we can move the cultural shift to this thing. So what is the Buddha formula for fulfillment in life? This is a quote from Dhammapada Kuttaka Nikaya. He said, health is the most precious gain. If you gain something and you need to exchange the strength of your health, Buddha said it's not quite wise. Yeah, I told many of my students who work so hard, have a lot of money, many CEO who are like severely mentally disturbed, it's like a burnout in their mental capacity. I told them that you can work hard, but not too much, because the extra money you have, you need to keep to the hospital anyway. Because you get sick, and it's not quite why that you work too hard and you cannot spend that money. So work just enough, not too much. Your health is very important, and that's what Buddha confirmed. And the second line is interesting. Contentment, a great wealth. When you feel content, when you feel that, yeah, I'm okay with this condition. If I can develop to be richer, it's good. If the condition is not ready yet, it's fine too, and not feel bad about what you have. He said that's a great wealth when you feel content. But if you not have a contentment, no matter how much money you gain, you feel poor all the time. You feel lacking. You feel unhappy all the time. So you can be poor until you become billionaire, right? Because when you have 1 billion, you look to, wow, they have 10 billion. Yeah, when you have 10 billion, wow, they're going to be a trillionaire. Not feeling good the whole life can be. And a trustworthy person is the best kinsman. When you find someone you can trust, it's like that, your best relative, right? And Nibbana, the highest bliss. I really love this quote. It's actually cover the 4 area of good life. Health is the body, trustworthy person is the heart, contented is the mind working, and then Nibbana is the spirit, body, heart, mind, spirit in this quote. That's very interesting. So I answer this question. Is money a key element? No. Clear. This is the key element. Health, contentment, trustworthy person, good relationship, and Nibbana, the practice to eradicate your own negativities. That's the way to highest bliss. Is money a bad thing in Buddha view? Okay, I will not stay too long on this slide. Maybe some people don't like snake, but Buddha talk about money like a snake. Uh, it's a bit lengthy, but I think it's good that you read from the actual word, what he said in the Pali scripture. Some thief, the robber. Yeah, it's a story that Buddha shared. Some thief gain access to a rich man's house. by digging a tunnel from the storm gully. Yeah, like in the old days. One of thieves secreted a purse of money in his garment to deceive the others. They shared their loot in a field and departed the purse with the money dropped from the thief's garment, but he didn't notice. Seeing that the farmer would benefit, the Buddha walked for alms through that field. On coming to the place where the money lay, he said to the elder Ananda, Ananda is his assistant monk, walk with him. Do you see that poisonous snake, Ananda? Yeah, Buddha called that money. Do you see that poisonous snake, Ananda? The elder Ananda replied, I see it, Lord. It's a very poisonous snake. Hearing this, the farmer took a stick because, both of them enlightened and deep in Dharma. They talk in that language about the snake, mean the money, but the farmer do not understand. So hearing this, the farmer took a stick, intending that we'll go to kill the snake. Seeing the money and not knowing what to do with it, he buried it. Yeah, he didn't steal, he buried it and continued with his plowing. The rich man discovered his loss, and his men followed the tunnel to the field, discovering the hidden gold. They arrested the farmer and carried him off to the court. The farmer was hastily judged guilty and sentenced to death, and he was being led off for execution. He kept repeating the word uttered by the Buddha and the elder Ananda. Do you see that poison snake, Ananda? I see it, Lord. He keeps saying this. Do you see that poison snake, Ananda? I see it, Lord. It's very poisonous snake. Intrigued by his odd behavior, the king's men brought him before the king. After hearing his story, the king took him to the Buddha, who explained what happened, like a Buddha witness. So they believe in the Buddha and uttered the above word. The farmer was released and gained stream winning, like that farmer at Tiandama, luminous mind inside, on hearing the words. Commentary from Anguttara Nikaya. Interesting? Yeah, snake. Be careful. If you carry it not carefully, that it will bite you. However, in the same book, Anguttara Nikaya, Buddha talk about how we can benefit from wealth. Yeah, you can consider like a paradox teaching of the Buddha. But I would like to give it to you for this question that is money bad or not in Buddha view. I cannot have a definite answer from what I find out, but I show you this evidence, and then you can think about it. Buddha talked about 5 ways to benefit from wealth. He didn't reject the use of money. He said, householder with wealth acquired by energetic striving, amassed by strength of their arm, earned by the sweat of their brows, righteous wealth, this is a key term, righteous wealth, righteously gained. Yeah, child labor, not good, not accepted in this, right? Righteous wealth, righteously gained. The noble disciple make themselves happy and pleased and properly maintain themselves in happiness. They make their parent, spouse and children, worker and assistant happy and pleased. This is the first utilization of wealth. So the first one, support your parent, your children, your team. And the second one, they repeat the whole thing. And this is a part. The second one is make your friend and companion happy with your wealth. That's the second one. Then secure yourself from fire and flood. When there's a calamities, that wealth can support you. Yeah, from any trouble. That's the third one. The fourth one, keep offering to relative, guest, ancestor, and the king and the honor being to respect someone who passed. That's the fourth one. And the fifth one, offering alms to those ascetic who refrain from intoxication, heedlessness, and train themselves for nibbana. This is the fifth utilization of wealth. So to, is money a bad thing in Buddha view? Yes, snake. But if we use it properly, we gain it properly, use it properly, it might benefit a lot of people, right? Okay, let's jump in. I don't have too much time today. We'll jump into these economic things. For any economist, this is like a very baby. But if you're not quite familiar with this term, I just review microeconomics and macroeconomics. Micro, study of behavior of individual and firm making decision, and then allocation is like a focus on individual and one organization. Macro is dealing with structure, decision making of economy as a whole, regional, national, and global economy. So while microeconomics focus on firm and individual, macro focus on the sum total of economic activity, dealing with the issue of growth, inflation, and unemployment with national policy. I give this the quote from the Buddha also. Buddha talk about microeconomic in two parts. The first one called 4 parts of money. The second one called 4 factors of welfare and happiness. White person, he said, should organize their wealth in 4 parts. 1 part they may enjoy at will. 2 parts they should put to work. The 4th part they should set aside as reserve in times of need. So I put it simple for you. When you have your money, spending 25%, investing 50%, we got it 2 part, right? And then reserving another 25. So this is the 4 parts of money by the Buddha. Maybe the ratio a bit different, but he clearly value how you do the present good, how you prepare for the future, and not overspending, right? Reserving, we're gonna talk about debt later. Okay, and this is interesting. 4 factors of welfare and happiness. Anguttara Nikaya. Buddha talk about to live a good life. We need to have these 4 steps that you have good material gain and also happiness. Accomplishment in initiative. Accomplishment in protection, good friendship and balanced living. I will focus on number 4. What is number 1? Accomplish in finding the resource, any well, any support you can. Accomplish in protecting it. Protecting it means do not lose it, right? And he talked about in this network to gain more welfare, good friendship, networking, not just alone. Share your wealth, share your accomplishment with friends and balanced living. I have a quote from the Pali Canon. Not enough time to put it up for you, so I read. What is balanced living? Here's a person know his income. Interesting, he said it 1,000 years ago. A person know his income and expenditure and leads a balanced life, neither too extravagant nor too frugal. In this way, my income will exceed my expenditure rather than the reverse. That is balanced living, he said. And he said there's 4 ways that your wealth will be gone very quick. Womanizing, drunkenness, gambling, and bad friendship. Right? So that's what is it, balanced living, not overspending your money, right? Not just let advertising make you, oh, I want this, I want that again. It brings suffering. Okay, so we jump to macroeconomics. I do have a main resource of this from my good colleagues, Professor Jeffrey Sachs, that I use it from the book he wrote called The Price of Civilization, with 2 themes. One is consumerism and public interest, and the second one, the middle way and free market right. Yeah, what is that? This is what he wrote in the book that very interesting. He said, the relentless drumbeat of consumerism, biting, new product. The relentless drumbeat of consumerism into every corners of our life has led to extreme short-sightedness, consumer addiction, and the shivering of compassion. When we are distracted, we allow the lobbyists to run away with power that rightfully belong to the citizenry. As individuals, we need to regain the balance of our own lives between work and leisure, saving and consumption, self-interest and compassion, individualism and citizenship. As a society, we need to establish the right relationship of market, politics, and civil society to address the complex challenges of 21st century. Wow, very powerful, Professor said. That consumerism and public interest, that sometimes we were distracted because we're not just interested in any agenda. If we're not in trouble, we not pay attention, right? So it's very important not let consumerism blind us from what we can do to make a change. And then the second part, the midway and free market. Yeah, he mentioned about Buddha and Aristotle, two of the greatest leaders, spiritual leaders in human history. Buddha in the East and Aristotle in the West hit upon a remarkably similar prescription of the long-term happiness of humanity. The middle way is set by the Buddha, and moderation in all things by Aristotle. Moderation in all things. This is what he said. The middle path of Buddha and Aristotle is currently challenged by the crude libertarianism of the free market, right? We hold that the freedom of individual is the only valid aim of ethics and government. And there are many errors in this libertarian philosophy, but the biggest of all is its starting point that individual can truly find happiness by being left alone, unburdened by ethical and political responsibility to others. Like if make money, it's fine, and no care to other factor and lobby to gain more. Yeah. And then he said happiness actually arrives not only through the individual relationship with his wealth, but some economists assume that, but through the relationship with others, that is the last longer, and we need the middle way. But it's challenging that this free market idea have been in the system long time, but how we gain understanding what is real. Money is not God, and it's not the final answer for humanity. There's a lot of work on that. I would like to have this funny thing at the end, and then we have Q&A. That Buddha talk about debt creation. Yeah, just have it short because not enough time to read all things. He talked about the 4 kinds of happiness. Happiness of ownership is one, that you have something that belongs to you. Happiness of enjoyment, then you enjoy it. And then to talk about happiness of freedom from debt. When you have no debt, it's happiness. And the happiness is blamelessness. Yeah. And then he explained further, what is freedom from debt? Very simple. I had no debt to anyone, whether large or small. That is happiness. And this even more interesting. Buddha talk about the 4 suffering in the world. So monk, for one who enjoys sensual pleasure, it means the one who not, renunciate into monastic life yet. Poverty is suffering in the world. Getting into debt is suffering in the world. Having to pay interest is suffering in the world. Being reproved is suffering in the world. Like, oh, pay back now, overdue, is suffering in the world. And imprisonment is suffering in the world.